Hello everybody, Brian Essick here from How To Automotive. Today I'm going to walk you through the process of how to remove a stuck oxygen sensor from a manifold. I've tried to get it and even starting to round the bolt off. So I use an assortment of oxygen sensor sockets that I have, and I tried, and it's just it's so tight that it's kind of flaring this open, and what that does is it causes it to round the edges off. So what I'm going to do to try to rectify this is I'm going to put some heat to this with a torch, get this glowing red, and see if we can get this out. So what you want to do is the propane torch, acetylene torch set up, and you want to apply the heat to the manifold itself. And, try not to get too much heat on the actual sensor because that can damage the sensor. So we're going to heat this bad boy up until it's like pretty much glowing red, and then we'll let it cool down a little bit. And after it's cooled down a little bit, we'll spray some penetrating oil on it. So after getting it glowing red, you just want to let it cool down. One thing I want to mention is, you should have a squirt bottle of water or something like this close by, or your fire extinguisher close by. Know where it's at when you're doing this, because you could catch things on fire. So what we're going to do is let this cool down for a couple minutes, enough, and then we're going to apply penetrating oil on it. And if it smokes, it's still too hot, so we're going to let it cool down naturally. We don't want to add any water or anything like that, because that can actually crack the manifold if you're reusing. In this case, I'm not reusing this catalytic converter. We're replacing it, but I need to reuse the oxygen sensor as it's in perfect working order. So we're trying to get this out, and so you want to spray your penetrating oil on like so, and when it doesn't smoke anymore, you know it's cool enough to attempt to try to work it out. So once you get your penetrating oil and your socket set on there, the best is to use a socket if you can. What you want to do is you want to work it back and forth so it came free a little bit. So you want to work it, loosen it a little bit, tighten it a little bit, loosen it a little bit, tighten it a little bit, and then continue trying to go a little bit more at a time, like so. Work it back and forth a few times, and then each time try to remove a little bit more, go a little further. Alright, I was able to work this thing back and forth like so and get it out. Get it to come out. Also, as you're doing this, you want to keep adding penetrating oil like WD-40 or PB Blast or whatever you like to use, and keep adding it in it, and then keep working it out, and it comes out like so. So what I'm going to do is, on this particular one, I'm going to run a thread tracer over these threads and then install it in our new manifold. And that's how you remove a stuck oxygen sensor, or one of the ways you can remove a stuck oxygen sensor. It's by using the heat like that. And what happens is that the manifold gets hot and expands, and then as it cools down, the two different metals cool at a different rate, and they shrink at a different rate, so it allows it to release a little pressure so you can get the sensors out. This is Brian Essick from How To Automotive. I'd like to thank you for watching my videos and remind you to subscribe. Thank you again.